Greetings, Entities and Guardians, my name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Run OvenBreak, where we're going to be continuing on with the entire game mode in regards to the Great Patissier battle, because if you're wondering what we're doing, well, we finished the whole entire story, but there's still hard mode to go through. So, of course, what I intend to do is I want to go through and run through hard mode with one of each cookie that was basically relevant to the story, and technically, if I were to look at the list, I mean, there's a lot more that you could say are relevant. Like, you could say Pastel Meringue's relevant. You could say that Caramel Shoe's relevant, because they, like, a majority of these cookies appear in the story, except for Macaron, Earl Grey, Birthday Cake, and... Pastel Meringue appeared, but they weren't... Well, legit, 3 out of... I mean, technically, they could all be relevant to the story, but what I mean to say is, I want to run with the ones who are significant in regards to, like, you know, having their own little cutscenes. Like, obviously, Angel Chiffon is one of the most recommended ones, but there's also Tangerine, Tanghulu, Chili Pepper, and Pastel Meringue. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and run with each of those cookies, see how many things that we can unlock, and also maybe try and get some of these ticket things, because if you're wondering, this is a special little skill. Let me explain, or let her explain. There she is. I guess she's not explaining. I guess there's a little informational thing right there, but use tickets earned while running to collect basic buffs. Once you have all the buffs, you can pull for extra. Tap draw to pick 3 random buffs at random. Pick any buffs you want to keep before you draw again. Each draw fills your bonus gauge. Once filled, you're guaranteed a top class buff. Use the different slots to try and obtain different combinations of buffs. So basically, there's different tiers of buffs, but all the big ones that you really want to get are like the high tier ones, because that'll get you more points. And if you draw 20 times, you can get it guaranteed, but that means you would need to get 2,000 tickets. Now, of course, if I want to, I could just drop crystals right now, just get some immediately, or watch an ad. But if I want, I could also just keep on running, because if I run for a little bit of time, I can get those same tickets. So, we're going to do a basic run first, but of course, I'm going to crank out Angel Chiffon cookie to the max. Chiffon, I'm sorry. We'll just crank these. That was a lot of cookie potions, but I'll just use the rest for crystals, yes. Which we got Sweet Happiness. Angel Chiffon is now level 15, and we're going to apply the same thing to the pet, just because I don't think it's necessary, but it's probably still going to help us in the long run if I want to really maximize all these point thresholds. So, with that being said, now that we have her maxed out, we're first going to run with her, and we're probably going to go down the line of cookies we can run with. Like, first we'll do, like, you know, Angel Chiffon, then Tangerine Tanghulu, then Chili Pepper, and last but not least, Pastel Meringue, which, for some reason, I understand that wants us to get a lot of points with Angel Chiffon, but Pastel Meringue has, like, the least amount needed. I don't know why, but it could have to do with maybe it can match the point threshold that a specific cookie needs for their skill. I don't know, but... You're covering that, Nibbles. I guess it doesn't matter, but also, if you actually run, you can get bonus points for running, because you can also get tickets just by the amount of points that you get during a run. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just get a run out of the way, because I'm going to say this right now. I really like the direction of the story and where it's going. I kind of thought it was pretty creative that there would be some sort of, like, cooking competitions at Kick Your Run. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that has existed in Kick Your Run before, don't get me wrong. And if it hasn't, then maybe my memory is slipping up on me. I don't know, but all I know is, like, it does make sense how a game about, you know, filled with all these baked goods and baked treats, there would be some sort of a cooking competition within, like, one of these updates, which I think is pretty fitting. Now, while I did notice that this update would be coming within the OvenBreak roadmap, I just didn't know, like, the specific context. But, still, that was so many pistachio jellies. But you know how it is. Anyway, if I don't sound my best, it's because I literally just ate. Now, is it bad for me to, like, record after just eating? Yeah, but I want to also make sure that I have a lot of videos filled out, because I want to make sure I work on a couple of these videos, probably work on a short, or work on the Kingdom video that I'll be uploading soon, but also I want to make sure that I have a good amount of content, and plus, I think I'm going to try and record a Kick Your Run Kingdom video on Moo Play, which, fun fact, I haven't done that yet. I know, shocking, but I was just kind of worrisome as to how it would turn out, but I'll be sure to get that done. I'll be sure to edit that. I'll basically be sure to, like, work on the short that I have planned. And I think I know why I want to talk about, because I wanted to talk about it for like a bit, but I wanted to do some other shorts in the meantime. But luckily, there's still a lot of shorts to go around. Don't you worry about that. But I was about to get hit right there. I almost panicked. But luckily, we are A-okay. Got to make sure to get those pistachios, though, because we could probably get a lot of points, especially out of Angel Chiffon cookie, now that we officially maxed her up to the maximum amount of score. So we're going to get so many points out of this. Anywho, with that being said, actually, I might make an interesting little video, like, later, as, like, a little extra short. But, like, the thing is, it's... Oh! Well, there goes our hopes of getting, like, the maximum amount of score with Angel Chiffon. Like, I thought we were going to do really good right there, but nope. Because I missed the one little jelly that I needed to help me get past one thing. Oh, that makes me so infuriated. I swear, it's one little slip up and it all goes downhill. Honestly, I might just, like, do a cut where I just make it back there with one cookie. I know it's like, maybe I probably shouldn't do that because, like, well, you know, doesn't that break, you know, sake of the video? Well, yeah, and you know, I'm not even going to use buffs. I'm just going to make it all the way back, like, to the point where I, like, fell. And you'll see what the pleb happens. Yeah, there we go. I think I made it back because I actually got the destruction thing. And I destroyed all the obstacles. And by the way, we definitely got a lot more points in this one. Because I tell you, like, we had, like, a lot more pistachio jellies caught. We had a lot more things, like, captured. And we actually didn't get hit. So that's literally an A+ for everything. So, and we did get a couple extra missions. And honestly, it didn't... I shouldn't even, like, have gotten, like, too angry right there. Like, yeah, I got hit. Of course, anytime I get hit, I'm gonna be, like, peeved. But, like... It didn't even take me that long to, like, catch back up to, like, where I fell. I just want to make sure that I had, like, a better, like, total amount of points that I need to complete, like, certain missions for, you know, Angel Chiffon cookie. Like, for example, right there, like, oh, look at that. Like, oh, there's so many points in the single run. That literally just completed it, which she was actually very close to getting a lot more. But then again, now that I think about it, there's no chance for me to actually get all the missions done with Angel Chiffon because I need the cake buffs. But luckily, we do have a decent amount of tickets now, which is why you still got to run this thing a bunch. But if I collect all these, check how many rewards I get. I get 200 gems, but then if I claim all, we got a whopping 600 tickets along with our other ones. And now we can start doing some polls for upgrading. First of all, I am going to swap out these for... who would be next? Okay, Tangerine is next on the list. Let's go ahead and put you on there with your sweet little pet, which honestly, I think I'll just max out your pet because, like, bam... And then it just requires a few more crystals to max out. So, yep. Yeah, use the pet potions. And then we could just use the rest of the crystals on that. And now your pet's also maxed out. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and do some buffing. How's our cake going to look for our first one? Oh, it looks sloppy. We did get a double S, a luxury chocolate decor cream, where we revive one time with 20 energy, plus 1,500 points for all jellies. Pretty good. We also have a sus clump of of course it'd be slump. 2,000 points for sticky jellies, and also yellow. I think they misspelled yellow. Yellow bear chiffon cake. Level 2 magnetism for sticky cookies. Okay, and also 300 points for all jellies. Let's go ahead and try a second slot. Okay, we do get some... It does, ironically enough, even though there's no double S here, it looks... I think this looks a little bit more fleshed out than this one. But then again, double S could be the bottom cake, but it's all about merging. But let's go ahead and get some... Ooh! Now that looks fancy. I really like the design on that cake. We got Frozen Bear, Cherry Cake, creates plus 5 sticky cookies, 10,000 points for a sticky cookie, revive a time with 20 energy, which you also get 600 points for all jellies, and 3,000 points for all jellies. I think that gives me motivation to just try and draw a few times here. Oh, that looks beautiful, though. Giant Bear Chocolate Fondue Cake, Sweet Decor Cream, and Pink Berry Cream. Wow, these are all, honestly, between this and this, they all look good. I think I'm going to stick to this because it has a little bit more, you know, point gain, if that makes sense. But we'll go ahead and run again. I think, do I have a costume for you? I think you do. Yeah, oh, Bubble Bath Time. What's she look? Why? Okay, I understand Bubble Bath Time. Why does your eye color change, too? I don't know, but maybe it's like contacts. How the pleb am I supposed to know? Oh, hey, look at that movement flare. Let's go ahead. No, I don't want the package. Let's go ahead and run one more time. Let's see if we can get a bunch. Like, we can either get a little bit less points, or we can get most likely more. Primarily because, well, let's be honest. Wait, yo, that bath has changed. I swear, some costumes, even if they are epic, because I don't think this is super epic. I think it's actually just epic. Even if they're epic, sometimes they will change some aspects of the cookies, even if they're not super epics. Which basically, if there's a super epic costume, it will change like a cookie, like an aspect of a cookie's skill. But this time, it really does with just an epic. I'm more or less shocked by that. Now, to be fair, I kind of am expecting to get a lot more points, primarily because we do have all the buffs available, which means we're getting a lot more points for jellies, we're getting a little bit of a revive, and also we're getting some other statistics alongside that too, which very much does help. I think I missed one of the exploding things, but I think we're fine. Let's just flip flash in water. Beautiful. And still, this is actually working out in our favor for the most part, which I am absolutely a fan of. I may as well claim that just in case. Don't want to accidentally lose the big potion, so I just get hit all over the place. But sheesh, we're already at like 300 million. And even though I know for a fact we can get some better upgrades, which I'm probably going to try and get afterwards, we'll still see. I know this is definitely going to require a lot. I mean, a plumbing lot of running because of all the points that we're going to be needing. However, still, this should be pretty fun to run off camera because, you know, hopefully the ticket grind isn't too much of a grind, I'm going to be honest. It'll definitely be a lot easier once I get like 2 combis down. Yeah, by 2 combis, I mean like I'll be able to run with 2 cookies so I can actually collect more. But I always have to make sure that I run with Angel Chiffon at least so I can boost the amount of tickets that I do get just for upgrading. Which I know seems like a bit of a nuisance, seems like an excuse just to like upgrade the cookie. But to be fair, once a new cookie comes out, they're always usually in the meta for the most part. Like legitimately, check Trophy Race, check Breakout, check any of those game modes. That cookie will have like a 9 times out of 10, more like 95% of the time, be like the new meta cookie. Because that's what happened with like, you know, I think it was Zaitang, or I'm sorry, Shitong. That's what happens with Dark Fondue. That's what happened with all these cookies. Legitimately. And I don't think that's really much of a bad assumption to make. Which, by the way, am I going to be able to get a new high score? Probably. Actually, no. I will get the revive, though. I don't think I'll get an actual new high, like, major high score, but maybe? Okay, I'm coming back for the dead. Then again, I don't think it's going to be enough for, like, my skill to activate, which is very much unfortunate. I will get all those pistachio jellies, though. I can't get all those. Dang it. So we didn't get a new high score, which means that just means we can do better. But still, we got a total of 18 missions done. Perfect for Tangerine Time Hulu effort. We'll claim all these, and let's see what mission next up we're at. Whoa, my gosh, we only need a couple more steps. Sheesh. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do some let's go ahead and modify this. Just definitely sloppy cake. I think we've seen that one before. That one looks basic. That one looks nice and homey. Hopefully we can, oh, that actually looks flawless. That looks amazing. This looks delicious. Ooh. Ooh, glorious rainbow cake. Creates 5 sticky cookies. 25,000 points for sticky cookie. That's great. Okay, so let me focus on upgrading the... Ooh, revive 1 time with 20 energy plus 1,000. I think I'll keep that. I just want to see what I can get in the bottom lane. Double 3,000 points for all... Oh, that looks like a flawless cake. I'll probably stick to upgrading this for a little bit. But right now, let's keep these settings as they are. Because now we're going to run with chili pepper cookie. Because we're definitely going to be getting a lot more points. Especially with the sticky cookies. So let's see how far we can go. Obviously, I know I can do better. Which, by the way, I should check the leaderboard. Who's the best? It's got to be Angel Chiffon. Angel Chiffon with caramel shoe. Oh, okay, I get you. Well, whatever the case is, run number 3. Hopefully, we're not going to do any major mess-ups like we did in the first run. But you know what? I'm praying that we don't. But hopefully, with Chili Pepper, she could just easily steal a win for us. And steal a lot of points. I feel like magnetization would also be really good for this because it's not even about the fact that, like, oh, you need to, like, magnetize all the jellies. It's more about the pistachio jellies because those will give a good amount of points because of all this, the sticky points, like the sticky boosts and whatnot. But maybe that, good magnetism, like, and even, like, maybe points for all jellies. I don't know what else would be very optimal because, like, a revive is good. But the only thing I would see that's versatile for that is if you have a cookie that can, you know, use their skill after the revive. And if it happens for both cookies, that actually would seem pretty useful if it's happening for both. But I think it might only happen for one. I don't know, but I'm just going to have to wait and see and experiment. Because experimentation is definitely going to be something that's required. Because here's the thing. There's a lot. There's like usually a... okay, I missed the giant... Okay, we're still alive. That's fine. We did, like... There are, like, a bunch of combinations. But I think there's a total of 6 S+'s. I think. And the thing about that is, like... No, S+'s? No. I think they would be, what are they? Like, triple S's? Yeah, in regards to upgrading. I'm pretty sure that there's, like, 6 or more. But the thing is, you usually got to go for, like, a perfect 3. Or you got to go for, like, different, like, aspects and changes depending on, like, doing something like a secret task. Because that's going to be difficult by itself. But I'll just have to wait because, let me tell you, this is already going to be somewhat difficult. And if not difficult, I thought it wouldn't be too bad. But looking at it now, it's definitely going to be a lot of time to spend. Because I realize now, this isn't just like... Well, I mean, I can't get all the missions done, no doubt about that. I mean, I already have 8 missions. This honestly should be more than enough to get the combis unlocked. And also the secret missions unlocked. But... it's all about those upgrades, because I guarantee you those upgrades are going to be making a major, like, play into the fact that, like, oh, you want to get this unlocked? Be sure to get all these points with this certain cookie. And the only way to get that is you got to make sure that you get these specific enhancements, which I know they've done this in the past a couple of times. Like, they did it with the one where it was, like, the funny Yugwa, like, not you. Was it you? I don't remember which one it was, but, like, there was this board, and, like, it was actually a funny short that I posted, where you have to, like, change the face on it, and depending on whose face it is, it looks way better. Yeah, it was a wanted board. I remember, it was, like, some sort of a wanted board, but, I don't know. And also, pray tell, like, for this run right there, like, you know, I literally just, oh, extra revive. I didn't even need the revive to use Chili Pepper's skill one more time, because even if I did, yeah, sure, it does give me an extra in jellies, but, like, what more does it do for me other than a little bit of revive? Not sure really, but you know what? That run is done. We got 17 missions done, and I think this is more than enough to get a bunch more tickets. So let's claim this, and this should complete all the steps, I'm pretty sure. Claim it all. Yep, all stages are complete, and now we can run with 2 cookies. Now, I would run with the combi, but I want to make sure that I run with each cookie, you know, step by step first. So we're still going to be doing the run with the, you know, the only Pastel Meringue, but for some reason Pastel Meringue is not maxed out, and you know for a fact we can't have that. So we're just going to go ahead and crank you like these with the cookie potions. And then, oh, nice level up. And then buff you up with the crystals. And now we have, it has to be cute. Gotta do it for your dad. Alright, so, let's see what else we can upgrade. Because we can get a guaranteed good one. I think at the very least, the upgrade, we'll keep the triple S. Because the sticky cookies are top tier. But I gotta hope for like a nice triple S, like, in the upcoming polls. At the very, worst case scenario. Fine, I will take it. It's just kind of going to be tricky to use. But now I have to keep that one. Okay. Okay, now we can get a guaranteed good one. It will get rid of this, but we'll see. Oh! Oh, this is a good... Oh, this is a fantastic roll. Everything's nearly perfect. We get plus 5 sticky cookies. We get also the Sugar Swan Sugar Crafting, plus 30% sticky dough range and 25 points for sticky cookies, and also Giant Bear Cream Cheese Whip, 30,000 points for sticky cookies. For all I know, there's an extra part to that, or like if there's a triple S variant, that could probably be like 50,000. Alright, Pastel Meringue, this is your go-to. This is where you have to pull out all the stops and make sure that you carve out these beautiful fabric lines to perfection, because we're about to get a lot of points for sticky cookies. Yeah, look at that. Who needs magnetization when you can get all the sticky cookies for yourself? Because literally only using that short skill alone, we're already at like nearly 100 million points. And we've only been running for not even 30 seconds. Oh, this is already going to be good. I'm hoping it's going to be a good run. If you run with this with Pastel Meringue, I selected... I'm pretty sure I did select the correct combi. I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping I did at least, because if not, I'll be kind of very upset and sad. But, if I did, I'll be sure to like maybe look back on it in the video or something like that, because I'm hoping that I haven't. I know using this skill, this is gonna get me like to collect a lot of the pistachio like sticky cookies, but you know what? You take what you can get. Probably off camera, I'm definitely gonna run a lot more in this. We're gonna upgrade the rest of those you know, cookie skills, and by cookie skills I mean like, you know, the bar thing. What am I saying? The thing where like, oh hey, you gotta upgrade your little cake set just to get the better cake. I want to try and get that double S to a triple S, and we're going to be able to run a lot. And if you're wondering, for this run, I'm just gonna be running with Pastel Meringue. The moment that swaps over to another cookie, I'm just gonna go ahead and like, you know, just end the run. I'm not gonna make it too complex. I'm not gonna like, you know, make such a big hissy fit. What sort of word is that? Never even heard that word in my life, and I literally just made it up right now. But whatever. You know what I mean. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. It'll just take a lot of running, and hopefully we can actually get the secret missions done. Because I also got to check. I got to check what the secret missions are. I already checked the leaderboard, Kami. I just got to make sure I check what I'm most likely trying to aim to do in regards to doing all this. Because we probably can't get a new high score right here. But it does look a little bit close, though. I mean... we're not going to get a revive, actually. I got rid of that. But as long as we have enough energy to actually get all of our skills in, I think we should be A-okay. I'm hoping. It's definitely going to look close, but if there's any potions that's up on a rise, please be sure to tell me. Okay. To be fair, I think the big difference also is the cookie. Like, if we ran with Angel Chiffon, we'd be getting loads of points. We'd be getting so many. But, whatever. Still, there's not really many more missions that we can deal with here because, like, we're actually out of missions. We'll just go ahead and, we'll just end it right there. Because, like, you know, I know we could have swapped, but, like, I would save the running with Kabi in another time. Anywho, and of course, running with you is going to get us a lot more points. And by that, I mean Angel Chiffon. And I'm going to spend time making sure that I'll probably grind out a decent amount of tickets. But I want to be sure that, like, you know, I change this thing. We'll do one more little edit here because it might be funny. It looks so basic, but it's fine. Anyways, with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my cookie run content, which, by the way, creates lots of sticky jellies, Angel Chiffon. Okay, I could definitely do that. Create lots of jellies with Tangerine and Hulu, collect a very rare, crunchy, nutritious cookie. What? And discover a story jelly somewhere in the Oven studio. What is collect a very rare, crunchy, nutritious cookie? And, okay, Now, if you enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my kick around content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see all my social media and my card website, where all plebs. You can buy some merchandise at the pleb market, and you can also become a pleb yourself by becoming a YouTube member for $1 a month. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a big shout out to the plebs, aka the members who are supporting the things that I do, being Eduardo Pimentel, Casual Gaming, Jojo Sands, and Wavy Plays Games. Thank you all so much for all of the love and support, and I'm hoping that we can keep on going forward together.